10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maryam. As you can tell, today's video is all about New Year's Eve. So I've prepared this very fun and festive, classic but edgy New Year's makeup tutorial, as well as a hair tutorial with this really funky braid situation. I hope you guys had a fabulous 2018 and I hope you have an even better 2019. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for being so awesome, for being so kind. I love you guys. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already. Let's get to this tutorial. Before the makeup portion, I'm just gonna get my hair out and away from my face. I want to utilize these Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Shadows. These are new, they come in 5 different shades. I'm gonna be using these 2 for this video here. First, I am going to pick up this nude called Faux Fur. I'm gonna pick up a little bit with a flat brush, and I'm gonna clean up right underneath my brow, that super clean edge. In this video, I'm using these shadows as a sort of primer and also as a brow base. I'm actually gonna apply the rest of it all over my lids, and I'm gonna blend that out with a fluffy brush. Next, I'm gonna pick up this other shade, Bubble Bath. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that to my outer crease and outer transition. And with the same fluffy brush, blend it out. I'm gonna pick up my Lancome Black Kohl pencil, and I'm gonna start outlining my New Year's shape. Basically gonna start pulling out the top lash line, parallel to my jawline, parallel to my cheekbone. And then once I have that line, I'm gonna take it back and I'm gonna trace kind of my upper crease, but not really my crease. It's really actually just the outline of my eye socket. Smudge out this shape here and very, very gently smudge out that top line. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and I'll be right back. Next thing I want to do is pick up my Fenty Beauty Killawatt Foil palette. You've seen me using this one before. I'm gonna pick up this blue shade right here. I just think this palette is so perfect for New Year's. I'm gonna add just a little bit of that blue sparkle along the top line. Next thing I'm gonna do is pick up this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in Oil Slick, which is basically a black waterproof pencil with silver glitter. And what I'm gonna do is basically thicken this outer portion of the top lash line, feather it in halfway through the lid, and then line very closely to the lashes. So when you're looking at this eye straight out, it doesn't even look like this line is thicker, but it's actually visually pulling this outer portion outwards. Also going to be connecting it very gently to the top of that crease line. So when I close my eye, this part here looks almost like a blank oval. Also gonna add a little bit of that oil slick to the bottom and re-emphasize that outer edge. Going back with that same little brush, I'm gonna basically blend out the edge of this black, and I'm also going to blend it in right here, kinda like that. I'm gonna take my black Kohl pencil once again. I'm going to very gently add more black to this outer portion. I am going to take my Schwing Liner that I always use from the BALM Cosmetics. With my eyes closed, I'm going to add a wing right here, just making sure that I'm keeping it thicker in the outer portion and thinner in the inner portion. Then I'm gonna take my Kohl pencil, the one from Lancome, and I'm kinda gonna smudge this top portion right here. For the next step, I'm gonna take this super tiny Precise MAC Liquidlast liquid liner in Point Black. I am gonna need a steady surgeon's hand and some precision lining. I am gonna start at the very outer edge of that wing, and I'm gonna start painting this really fine line through my crease. Then once I have the thinnest part in the inner portion, I'm gonna thicken the outer portion just a pinch. And then I'm gonna take whatever's remaining on that little tiny brush, and I'm gonna start flicking it back, almost filling in this little space. I'm gonna pick up more blue on that pencil brush, and I'm gonna start adding that to that little groove right here, just to blend out that liner. And I'm also gonna start adding it to the center of my top lash line. And I'm gonna go back with the Oil Slick, the black and silver glitter waterproof pencil, and just add it between the two. And then I'm gonna go back with my Schwing Liner and just re-emphasize the black here. Next, I'm gonna dip my finger into this shade here. I'm gonna stamp that to the inner corner. Really want it to look frosty, but very specifically placed. Also gonna add some right here under my brow arch, and then place it a little bit more precisely with a brush. So we kind of have an iridescent thing going. The theme is cooler, it's bluer, it's icier, but there's still a hint of pink in there, and there's still a lot of black and a lot of graphic sort of pop. Now for the fun part, I think I want to add some of this Lime Crime Diamond Dew glitter in the shade Confetti. I'm gonna apply some to the center of this lid, kind of just blend it out sporadically. I really want to play up my eyes between small glitters, microfine glitters, and chunky glitters. And then for the top lash line, Urban Decay DECAY Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Amp. And I'm just gonna add that right above the black liner, on top of the blue shadow, and right here to the center. Waterproof mascara for my lashes. I'm gonna apply my falsies, and I'll be right back for the rest of the face and for the hair. All right, guys, I just completed this eye, and I decided to add a little bit of Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner in Glamrock. I added it to my inner corner here, and right here under the brow arch. Now for the face, I'm gonna use this DIOR Backstage Contour Palette. I'm gonna pick up this shade here. And the fact that I like this contouring palette means a lot coming from me because I actually came out with a contouring and bronzing palette a year ago with Pixie. This would be the only other contouring and bronzing palette that I actually like and use. I'm just gonna bronze up right here under the cheekbone. Ignore this pimple right here. Push this temple area up. Boom. I'm gonna spray my face real quick with this Vichy thermal water. So good. I'm gonna take a little bit of Artist Couture highlighter, and I'm gonna work that to the outer portion of my cheekbone. I'm gonna add a little bit to my nose bridge. After that, I'm gonna take a little bit of this Milk Makeup holographic highlighter. I'm gonna add that right on top. Not too much, just to the center. I am gonna move on to hair. I haven't done a hair tutorial on YouTube in a hot minute. I am gonna take this pretty comb, and I'm gonna separate this section of hair here. I wanna make sure that it's parallel to my jawline, to my cheekbone, and to this cat eye wing. I'm gonna turn to the side. I'm gonna use my monitor as a mirror. Nope, I think my angle needs to be more high. That's more like it. I am gonna take this section, I'm gonna take the section behind my ear and separate it from the rest of my hair. I'm gonna take the rest of this hair and I'm gonna clip it up and away because I will not be needing it for a while. Now that I've separated this hair, I'm gonna take this IGK coconut oil gel. I'm gonna run it through the roots of this section. The next thing I'm gonna do is create a second part parallel to this part that you see here. I'm gonna take this hair, I'm gonna twist it, and I'm gonna clip it out of the way. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of this IGK just to the roots of this part here, and I'm gonna start my braiding process. Now, if you don't know how to braid, then you should watch my double Dutch braid or cornrows tutorial, which is exactly what I'm gonna be doing in this video here. I'll link the original video up here for you guys so you can check it out. I'm going to separate this hair into 3 different parts for the braid, and I'm gonna start with the middle section so that the braid is inside out like a cornrow. While I'm doing that, I'll also be adding in individual strands of hair. The key here is to not get in your head and to not get in your way. So at this point, it should look something like this. You can continue the braid if you wish, or you can just tie it at this point with a clear elastic. And I'm just gonna tie this braided section. I'm going to unclip this section here, making sure that the top of the hair is nice and tight and away. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the coconut oil gel. And once again, I'm gonna start with this top section right here, sectioning it off into 3 first, as you would for any braid, and then starting the braiding process. To braid the section just a little bit more. Then I'm gonna grab a clear little elastic and tie it off and away. Whew, that was an arm workout. Okay guys, at this point you might want to put on your New Year's dress, because now that I'm gonna get to the pretty part of the hair, you definitely don't want to mess it up by pulling the dress over your hair. I am gonna take this hair apart, and now I'm gonna clip these 2 together. I'm going to plug in my beach waver. You absolutely do not need to use the beach waver. This is just what I have handy. I'm gonna clip in my extensions. So kind of right here. So I'm gonna take a section of hair, clamp it into the beach waver, press go, and curl it. I will be right back for the rest of the hair and for the rest of the makeup. All right, hair is curled. I'm gonna take this clip out. Next thing I'm gonna do is take some bobby pins and basically pin these braids under the hair. So it should look something like this. So the next thing I'm gonna do is brush out these baby hairs into these braids. And now I am going to start decorating these braids. I have this IGK Faux holographic hair foam. You might remember this one from the video that I did with my sister for Halloween. I'm gonna dip this little pixie spoolie brush, and I'm gonna start brushing it into this braid. I'm gonna use just a little bit at a time and add it just to the braid. Oh yeah, here it comes. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that foam, and I'm also gonna add it to the bottom braid. I think I wanna add a little bit more fun and festivities to this hair. ColourPop Bretman Rock in the shade, oh my god, I'm wet. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this glitter, and I am just gonna sprinkle that sporadically into our braid. So now I am just gonna spray the rest of this hair with this L'Oreal Elle Net hairspray, and she is going for a bold lip. Vino liner. And now for my lip color, I wanna go for a wine tone. I have 3 lined up right here. 2 from MAC and 1 from Dose of Colors, Desi X Katie collab. I think I wanna go for this MAC Kabuki Magic Retromatte Liquid Lip Color in Fallen Angel. This might be a limited edition color, so if you can get your hands on Uniformly Fabulous or Desi X Katie Sauvage, go ahead and do so because it's pretty similar to this one. I am gonna take NARS Powermatte Lip Luster Pigment in the shade Combat. I'm just gonna add that to my bottom lip for a bit of a sheen. I'm gonna brush out my baby hairs and boom, voila, here we have it. New Year's Eve, makeup and hair. Obviously, you guys can tell I like this look. I think it's a slightly edgier take on a very classy and classic New Year's Eve type of makeup and hair. I'm gonna wear it and I hope you guys do too. I hope you try it. Thank you so much for watching, for subscribing. Check out some of my other videos right here for more inspo, for more New Year's Eve looks. I love you guys. Happy 2019. Oh my God. Cheers.